You're listening to Breakfast Business with Vincent Wall, and we're joined now by Patrick Walsh, Chief Executive of Dogpatch Labs. Patrick, you and your regional partners, Portershed in Galway, Republic of Work in Cork, and the RDI hub in Killorglin in Kerry, you won the tender for the next 5 years of the NDRC Startup Accelerator program for seed companies looking for seed capital, startup companies looking for seed capital. And today you're outlining details of how you've retailored that program. And give us some of the headline elements of it.
Yeah, good morning, Vincent, and great to be with you. Well, look, NDRC is Ireland's national startup accelerator program for Ireland's most ambitious entrepreneurs. And so today we opened applications and shared some of the details about the new 6-month program that'll be starting this summer, about how we're going to invest and some of the amazing entrepreneurs that have signed up to be involved in the program.
Now, I think one of the innovative elements of it is that companies that successfully apply will get €100,000 up front, but the investment will be under the SAFE mechanism, SAFE, which is innovative to Ireland. Explain the details of that and why it's a benefit to founders.
Yeah, so that's something that's new. That's something that's different. It's startup legals on a founder-friendly basis. You know, what you find is that sometimes entrepreneurs get confused by the unnecessary complexity that you'll sometimes find in early stage investing. And so today we become one of the first European accelerators to adopt this new SAFE instrument. So really it's something that was developed by Y Combinator, one of the world's top accelerators in the US. And what it does really is it makes things simpler and more transparent for the entrepreneur, meaning lower legal cost, meaning they can move faster. But also there's a lot of flexibility within that as well. So we think it's a great sort of next generation or evolution of how we can make things easier for entrepreneurs. We're proud, as I said, to be one of the first in Europe to adopt it.
So it's simpler, less legal connotations, but also gives them some sort of a map as to how future investment might unfold if they get to that stage.
Yeah, so often it's difficult to price a company at the early stages, and so what we do is we make that process a little bit easier. We bring them through a process. We introduce them to investors, and those investors may set the price, and we'll take a discount to that. So what it does is it makes everything a lot more simpler as they enter into a program, and because often they're not quite sure what the value of their company is right at those early stages.
Now, it's not just the cash up front, which is important, but also you're providing a venue, a networking venue, your own lovely place down in the CHQ and Dublin's Docks, but also your regional partners venues, but also very significant mentoring support.
Yeah, this is going to be very much an entrepreneur-led accelerator. And, you know, since the announcement was made, we've been absolutely overwhelmed by the amount of supports that's been expressed by proven founders right across the country. And so we share some of the folks that are going to be involved, some of these incredible mentors, you know, people like Jules Coleman, who I used to work for in Hassel.com. She sold it for, you know, almost 40 million euros. And I think it was on this show back in the day. I was working with her at the time. She's going to be coaching founders on a weekly basis. Bobby Healy, who built Cartroller for over €500 million. Mark Cummins, who sold Pointy to Google. Des Traynor, who founded Intercom, that employs hundreds of people in the city, is now worth over €1 billion. These are all people that are going to be involved in different ways. We're going to have entrepreneurs in residence that are going to be a bit more involved and coach startups on a weekly basis, and then mentors who we're going to be able to draw from over the course of the 6-month program. So there's over 40 entrepreneurial mentors, and I think collectively they've created companies worth over €5 billion. So really the cream of the crop when it comes to Irish entrepreneurs have signed up to be involved.
Some of that should certainly rub off on the successful applicants. All right, Patrick?
That's what we're hoping. Yeah, exactly.
The 6-month program is actually split into 2.
Yes. So what we've done is we've decided not to do the investor showcase right at the end, because often it's actually the first interaction with an investor. It's the support they need after that, and when they're sort of negotiating the terms, etc. And so what we decided to do is there's a 3-month program, and normally it ends after 3 months after the investor day. And I know from my own experience, because I've done one of these programs back in the day, that was when I kind of felt like I fell off the cliff. It's like kind of getting kicked out of home and all the supports drop off. So what we've done is we've extended it out and having a second phase to help them actually close the €500,000 of investment or €1 million of investment that happens after that. So we've really tried to draw on the experience of all the accelerators of the past and evolve the nature of that somewhat.
How many people are you looking for in your first course, Patrick?
Yeah, so there'll be up to 10 startups in this first program. So that will be opening today, and then we'll be making the investment in June, and that first program will finish before the end of the year.
And the plan is then roughly 12 startup companies each year after that on a 6 month
so it runs every 6 months, and that's one of the key messages here today. For the next 5 years. So there'll be another one starting in January of next year and June and after that as well. So about 12 per year. And so we're really looking for the top startups within the next generation of entrepreneurs in this country.
Okay, well, start applying now, folks. Very exciting program there indeed, outlined by Patrick Walsh, Chief Executive of Dogpatch Labs. Patrick, thanks indeed for joining us.